Okay, we are back once again, Ether9 TV, B-Fam at your service, my fellow Ethereans. Now today, please, will the real Bitcoin stand up? Why am I saying that? Well, if somebody coming into this market as a newbie, they may come across different types of Bitcoin. You got Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin God. There's so many other different Bitcoins. There's so many. I can't even name them all, people. There's so many, right? But basically, if you held BTC, which is the original Bitcoin that came out in 2009, anytime there was a new creation of any of these new type of different Bitcoins, which are called forks of the original Bitcoin. A fork is just somebody or a group of developers copying the code, the original code from BTC, the original Bitcoin, right? And making a few, adjustments here and there and calling it whatever name to solve whatever issue that they deem as a problem in the ecosphere. Now, two major forks happened back in the day, one back in 2017 and the other back in 2019. Now, the first one was Bitcoin Cash. Right now, Bitcoin Cash is trading at $477 according to CoinMarketCap on the 7th of the 12th, 2021. It came out in 2017, around about August, and it came out around about $200, give or take, and it flew to $4,000, people. And now we are at 400 and change. Who created Bitcoin Cash? Well, this brother here, my good old man Roger Ver, himself and a few other developers in the cryptocurrency industry, namely one of them called Craig Wright, right? We'll get back to Craig Wright in a minute. These guys and a few others decided that they did not agree with the original white paper of Bitcoin, the original idea of Bitcoin. Now, Roger Ver, he's an OG, and Craig Wright, they're both OGs, but Roger Ver, he came into the crypto space, I think it was 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And he bought Bitcoin when it was mad cheap, and he was a millionaire way before coming into cryptocurrency. And he got the name Bitcoin Jesus. The reason why he got named Bitcoin Jesus, because he was a very hardcore advocate of Bitcoin. If you go back on YouTube and watch certain documentaries, you will see Roger Ver was one of the main dudes in the cryptocurrency space advocating Bitcoin is going to change the world, etc., etc., etc. Now, fast forward to 2017, him and a few other developers, they had a disagreement with the other developers that were working on Bitcoin. So the disagreement was over the transaction speed, right, and the cost of the transactions, right? So he said, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing, right? Himself and this brother here, I'm just cutting it short, people, right? I ain't giving. If you want a bit more info on that, then I would suggest that you go to publish0x.com, and this will give you a little breakdown of Bitcoin Cash, and it goes into the hard fork and what a soft fork is, etc., etc., etc. It will give you a little breakdown, but I'm just giving you a summary of what happened over the last few years. So Roger Ver and Craig Wright and a few other guys in the Bitcoin space, cryptocurrency space, they got together and said, yep, we're going to do our own thing. And they came up with Bitcoin Cash. Anybody holding Bitcoin at the time, a few months after the launch of Bitcoin Cash, anybody that held Bitcoin in their wallets got Bitcoin Cash. So if you had 10 Bitcoin in your wallet, you would receive 10 Bitcoin Cash in your wallet also. Talk about free money. I tell you, this space, cryptocurrency, is always giving people free money, people. It's always happening. It's been happening. And it will continue to happen. Whether you call it airdrops, a hard fork, whatever. But it always happens. Anyway, so Bitcoin Cash came onto the scene. And it's doing its thing. As you can see, it's still around. Some people are hardcore advocates of Bitcoin Cash. Obviously, Roger Ver is. And Craig Wright was at one stage. But we'll get back to Craig Wright. Now, Roger Ver, he owns Bitcoin.com, the domain name. You can go to Bitcoin.com and you can purchase Bitcoin still, obviously Bitcoin Cash, and a few other cryptocurrencies. But guess what? You can't buy Bitcoin SV. But I'll go into that in a moment. First of all, let's take a break. Let's give you some news from my fellow Berkshire Hathaway Charlie Munger. Or should we say, Charlie Mug. Charlie's a dinosaur, man. This guy's ancient. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, look. Yo, Charlie. Those glasses, man, they make your eyes look so big. No disrespect, right? But Charlie. Look what Charlie says. He praises China for banning crypto. He wishes crypto had never been invented. Now, this guy's a wicked dude. This guy's evil, because the amount of benefit that I've seen cryptocurrency have on the average Joe out here, for lack of a better word, right, is phenomenal. Yeah, people that was broke as ass, right? Should we say? We've made crazy money. Charlie Munger, right? You mug, right? No disrespect, but you're a mug, mate. You're a mug. You're old. You're in the old world. You're Fred Flintstone, pal. Right? We're in the new world right now. Charlie boy. Charlie. Anyway, check out what Charlie has to say in this article. I ain't going to go into it, but him and Warren Buffett, right? These guys are just either they for whatever reason they hate cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Whatever reason, I'm not sure. I'm not them, right? But these are haters, people. But it's okay. I understand. They got dough. They don't care. They got more money than money. Anyway, as I was saying, so Roger Ver, he owns Bitcoin.com because he bought it out back in the day because he was the man. He still is the man. And him and Craig Wright, they had a all right relationship until 2019, people. Until 2019. Craig Wright had a disagreement with Roger Ver over Bitcoin Cash, right? So he didn't agree with the direction where Bitcoin Cash was going. He didn't think that it was in line with the white paper. Again, just like him and Roger didn't think that Bitcoin was not in line with the white paper. That's why they came with Bitcoin Cash. So him, Mr. Craig Wright, and Roger Ver, they had a falling out, and Craig Wright went off to do his own thing, and he came up with Bitcoin SV, people. As you can see, Bitcoin SV is trading at $155. It came out around about $200 back in November 2018. I mean, look at it. It's funny. I mean, Bitcoin Cash came out August 2017. Just over a year later, this guy's pissed off with Roger Ver and decided, yo, I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah? I'll copy the code, make a few tweaks here and there, and boom, I got my own Bitcoin SV. And according to Craig's website, this is the original Bitcoin. Yeah, people. Craig Wright, or should we say Craig Wrong, claims Bitcoin SV is the original Bitcoin. Now, as you can see, people, some people coming into this market, newbies coming into this market, it can be confusing. Like, which is the original Bitcoin? Well, let's keep it simple, isn't it, people? Let's keep it real simple. Who is buying up Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV? Are the banks or these institutions? Which one of these three Bitcoins are they buying? Well, according to from my point of view, right? Or from the facts that we can all see, it's not even a point of view, it's not even my opinion, it's what we are seeing in the market for the last, few years. Institutional adoption, right, is taking place. They're not buying Bitcoin SV and sticking it on their books. They're not buying Bitcoin Cash and sticking it on their books. No. They're buying the original BTC, people, right? They're not buying BSV. No. They're not buying BCH. No. They're buying BTC. So let's keep that in the forefront of your minds, my fellow newbies, right? Please, right? Now, I'm not saying that you can't make money off Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV as a trade, people, as a trade, right? Especially SV from my point of view, this is not, right? As a trade, as a long-term investment, I would rather buy Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin SV if I'm being real honest, right, with you guys out here, right? I'd rather buy Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin SV. I would just trade Bitcoin SV on a short-term basis, get my money and sell the whole last thing, right? I used to have Bitcoin Cash, but I sold it all. I converted it all into BTC. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy some more later on down the line. I may do so, right? But with this guy here, Craig Wright, I've seen plenty interviews with this guy since 2017. And this guy, even though, according to his website, he is a lawyer, banker, economist, he's a pastor, praise the Lord, coder, investor, mathematician, sats, and world curious, whatever that means. And these are his opinions. Well, of course, Mr. Craigie, yeah, of course. But recently, he has come out to say that I am, or in fact, since 2016, he's always said that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, right? Self-proclaimed UK-based inventor of Bitcoin. Now he's an Australian, but apparently he lives over here in the UK. Now he's going through a few court cases right now, and this one he's had victory in, whatever it is all about, some money issues that he owes, that somebody claimed that he owes, but that's another story. But the thing is, he has been claiming that he is Satoshi Nakamoto since 2016. Now, when Bitcoin came out in 2009, the initial block, the first mining of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, he or this group of people, they locked up 1 million Bitcoin in a wallet, and it's still there right now. And this guy claims to have the key to this 1 million Bitcoin. Back in the day, he said he was going to move it about 2 years ago. He said, yes, I'm going to move this Bitcoin, and if I move any of these 1 million Bitcoin, this will prove that I am Satoshi Nakamoto. Well, we are still waiting right now, people. We are still waiting. If you watched a few interviews with this guy, you would see that this guy is a prolific liar, right? Just from the interviews. What I would suggest that if you are, if you're going to go down that road and buy Bitcoin SV, just go and check out the founder of Bitcoin SV first and all, because there's some people out here really, really and truly think that Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto, i.e. this brother here, Michael Hudson. Now, this guy's from Londinium, North London. I saw this interview on Link Up TV a few weeks ago. Great interview, mind you. Great guy, right? 90% of what he said on this interview, B-fam, I'm there with you, Michael. I'm there with you. But hear what? 10% of what you said, especially what you said about Craig Wright being Satoshi Nakamoto, and what you said also about you would advise people to buy Bitcoin SV because it's the original Bitcoin. Michael, I think you need to change your glasses, Michael. Go to the opticians, right, and see if you can change your specs. Because I don't see all of these big institutional companies buying up Bitcoin SV. Do you see Michael Saylor coming out and saying, yo, I've just bought the dip? Do you see Venezuela, the president, saying, yo, I just bought the dip of Bitcoin SV? Hell no. Now, if they was doing that, Mikey, I'll be with you, brother. I'll be buying up SV like it's going out of fashion. But I'm not. So I'm giving a warning to all my newbies out here. Be very careful. Be very careful where you put your money and who you listen to. Make sure you're dealing with the facts of the matter. And if you are dealing with speculation, make sure you don't bet the whole farm, because if it blows up in your face, you've only got yourself to blame. Okay? I'm just looking out for you, my people. I gotta look out for you, right? And you gotta look out for me. We look out for each other, right? So that's just a brief breakdown on the real Bitcoin. And from BFAM's point of view, right? From the market's perspective, this is what the market is telling BFAM, right? The market is telling BFAM that these money people are buying BTC, not BCH, not Bitcoin SV. They're buying BTC, the one that came out in 2009. I'm cool with that. If that's the case, well, I'm buying Bitcoin, innit? I'm stacking that up for the long term, people. Simple as that. And as I said, I'm not saying you can't make money off Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin Cash. Of course you can, because the volume on both of them is heinous. It's heinous volume. Look at the volume. Come on, look at the volume. Over 1 billion with Bitcoin Cash. I'm cool with that. I can go in and out as I please. That's no problem, right? Bitcoin SV. What's the volume on this thing here? 953 million. I'm cool with that. I can go in and out as I please. No problem. Buy and sell. Cool. Not an issue. But as I said, this guy here, Mr. Craig Wright, oh my days. And I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm just saying a lot of what comes out of his mouth is a load of crap. That's all I'm saying. Right? That's all I'm saying, people. And until he proves the world that he is, bring some hard evidence that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, right? Then, until then you're just chatting crap. And if you were, Satoshi Nakamoto first and foremost, what happened? What did you just leave BTC? If you created Bitcoin, now you're saying it's not the original Bitcoin, but you created it, bruv. I'm confused here. Did BFAM miss the memo? You apparently said, right? You claim to say that you're the person that created BTC back in 2008-9. Yeah, the original Bitcoin. And now you've come like, 2018 to say that Bitcoin SV is the original. Yo, Craig, man. Craigie, righty or Craigie wrongy, make up your mind, my fellow boy. Make up your mind, man. Come on. B-fam don't hate crap. I hate crap. I hate bull crap. I can't take bull crap, people. And if I see bull crap, you know, B-fam, I'll call it out straight. Whether you like it or you don't like it, that's not my concern. I'll tell you straight. And we can debate about this, Mr. Craig, right? If you want to come and have a discussion with me, please, by all means, B-fam is here. Especially as I see that you're a pastor. We can talk about religious thing if you want. We can go down that God route, because I've got some stuff for you if you want, Mr. Craig, right? Okay? So, that's the Bitcoin story, my people. Just a short summary of will the real Bitcoin stand up? Now, let's see what else is going on in the news out here in the cryptocurrency universe. Now, according to the Sun newspaper, or I should say the Sun website, .co.uk, Shiba Inu is making some headlines again. Woo! Right? Somebody made 15 million in a year just from putting $17 on Shiba Inu. Absolutely heinous, people. Crazy. So, don't say that a small amount of money can't make you a big amount of money. And also, one thing I like to say, like, I know sometimes I may say, you know what, this ain't a get rich quick scheme, right? You know what, I take that back. Sometimes it is a get rich quick scheme, because you may put some money on a token or coin, and the timing might be perfect, right? And a few months, bang, or a short period of time, according to you, because everyone has their own perspective of what short and long is, right? Some people say a year is too long for me to wait. Yeah. Some people will say, a year, man, that's not too long. That's a short period of time. So it just depends on your perspective. But as I said, in this game of cryptocurrency, some of us do make crazy money in a short space of time, but the majority of us will make crazy money over the long period of time. So that's why BFAM always says this is not a get rich quick scheme, but sometimes it can be, right? It can be. Let's be honest, it can be, right? So Shiba Inu is in the headlines again. And another thing, right? One punter claimed to have sold their flat and plowed it into Shiba Inu, hoping to become a millionaire. Now, they said this is on Reddit. This is another social platform similar to like WhatsApp, etc. And they said, if I lose everything, I really don't care. Now, that's the way you have to be. That's the way you have to be, people, right? Hopefully, that's not their only flat. Obviously, it shouldn't be, because if they done that and they said if they lose everything, they really don't care, then obviously they've got other, money to back them up. But if you haven't, then you better care. If it don't happen, you better care. Anyway, another Shiba investor recently said their life savings are tied up in the cryptocurrency. And they are refusing to sell until it makes him rich, despite being homeless. Now, people. These things are to the extremes. On this channel, E49 TV, BFAM, I do not recommend anyone going to either extreme. Please don't go to the extremes, because if you go to the extremes, there's a high probability that you will get a first class ticket to where, wrecked city. In fact, forget wrecked city, we're talking about wrecked planet. There's a planet out there with all those degens out there chilling out. They got wrecked, completely wrecked. There's no way, they're not coming back to Earth. They're dead, they're gone. I don't want you guys to be like that, please. So bear that in mind, all right, people? Bear that in mind. Now, what else is going on in the cryptocurrency universe? I'll tell you what's happening. Fidelity is predicting 100 million Bitcoin per Bitcoin by the year 2035. Woo! Now that's why BFAM has always said on this channel, at least over time, aim for at least minimum 1 Bitcoin for yourself, for your family, for your children, etc. To stash it away and forget about it. Because I'm not saying this is going to happen by 2035. Fidelity is saying this. Now, you know, Fidelity, for those who don't know, these guys are big kahunas in the space. And they've got X amount of, you know, quant guys doing the figures on these things here. They're doing the mad research. Now, by 2035, yo, Fidelity, man, that's a serious prediction. 100 million for 1 Bitcoin, and right now Bitcoin's at like $50,000. Yo, but hey, time will tell. Time will tell. Now, as I said, I don't see Fidelity coming out and saying 100 million for Bitcoin Cash or 100 million for Bitcoin SV by the year 2035. It ain't happening. The day that happens, the day I see that, right, then I will start stacking up my bags of Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash. But until then, man, I'm just going in and out. If I see a decent trade, I will buy low and sell high and run for the hills, put my profit into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of these other altcoins that I'm highly bullish on, and go and spend some of it on maybe a yacht or a house or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, right, be careful, people. Be careful. Right? Be very careful, because, you know, cryptocurrency is crazy. It's crazy. But anything is possible in this space. So we're going to wait to see if Mr. Craig Wrighty or Craig Wrongy, one day he may apparently move the 1 million Bitcoin that was locked up back in 2009. We'll see. We'll see, people. But probability is very low from what I've seen, from what I've personally seen, from the research that I've looked into, right? Enough people in the cryptocurrency space have called this guy a freaking scammer, right? Yeah, he's a joke. He's a joke, people. But hey, scam can be, I mean, they call Ethereum a scam. They call Bitcoin a scam. Every freaking coin is being called a scam. So at the end of the day, time will reveal all things. Anyway, Fidelity again in the news. And guess what, my people? They are partnering up with, guess who? Nexo. Links in the description if you want to sign up to Nexo's platform, where you can earn some passive income on your Bitcoin, Ether, Cardano, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash. There you go. I don't see Nexo have Bitcoin SV on their platform. Craig Wrighty. Anyway, yeah, link in the description if you want to sign up to Nexo. I've been involved with Nexo since 2018. They are not a scam, people. They are not a scam. They're legit, right? So check them out. But hear what? Fidelity are hooking up with Nexo, and they are entering the institutional lending market. This came out 5 hours ago, people. Red hot off the press. Red hot news. Yo, this is huge. This is absolutely humongous. Now, when I say certain altcoins you have to be bullish on, I'm bullish on Nexo. Right now, Nexo's about $2 and change. Am I stacking my bags of Nexo? You're sure right I am. Over time, I'll be stacking my bags, dollar cost average, every week, every month, every so often, into Nexo, stacking my bags up for the long term. Why? Because BFAM, from his research, is seeing that Nexo has legs. Right? It has legs. Why do I say that? Because it's pure green flags that's coming out of the dirt. When you see big corporate companies like Fidelity partnering up with these smaller cryptocurrency altcoins in the market, you better know what time it is, people. You better know what time it is. So stack your bags if you're feeling bullish on Nexo. Stack your bags to the sky. I've been stacking Nexo since it was 4 cents. Jeez, god damn it. Anyway, what else is popping out here? What else is popping on out here, people? I'll tell you what else is popping on out here. You know Christmas is coming up. For all my Christmas people out there who love to celebrate Christmas, European holidays and all that stuff, right? Anyway, if you don't know the origins of Christmas, guess what? You need to know what you're celebrating. You need to know the origins of all things, my fellow Ethereans. Where things start from. Because everything in existence has a starting point. Now, for some research, go and check out this book, which was written in 1986. Right? Apparently it's available on Amazon. Right? Santa or Satan. Because if you know, change up the letters on Santa, you get Satan, people. Question mark? The Fallacy of Christmas. Check it out. This book was written by Sayyid al-Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi, aka Dr. Malachi Z. York, back in 1986. This is a cover of the original book. Scroll. People, if you want to know the origins of where your holidays that you're celebrating is coming from, I highly suggest that you check out this scroll, people. You check it out. And maybe you may come across this cover of the scroll. This is just a new edition. Yeah? New edition, just revised, right? So, check out that book. Go out there and search for it, people. Search for it. Go on Amazon. Go on Scribd.com. Check it out, my people, because you need to know the origins of what things that you're celebrating. Because you might get a surprise. You might get a chin check in your chin. So, please, go and check it out. Because sometimes things are not always what they seem to be. And you know, on this channel, we're all about the facts. We ain't into no belief thing out here, people. We're not into no belief thing. Not unless we are speculating on some of these altcoins, which obviously is speculation, which a lot of them are, right? But a lot of the time, sometimes we have to. A lot of the time, we got to deal with the facts of the matter, because that's ground. That's solid foundation. Facts on whatever subject that we're dealing with. So make sure you go and check it out. If you want to, people, that's down to you. If you want to go and celebrate on the 25th of December, think that there's a Santa Claus that's coming down your freaking coming down your chimney, ho, 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 with some presents for your picnic and yourself, feel free. That's on you, people. But I don't give these silly stories to my children, right? Bunch of crap. Even though, obviously, we watch some Christmas movies now and again. I mean, the overall aspect of Christmas, you know, family, friends, giving, all that good stuff, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't taking away from that. But you must know the origins of what you're celebrating, my people, because you might be getting duped. And I don't like people out here getting duped by anybody out here, be they black, white, Chinese, Indian, whatever. No, 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 no. If I see some crap, BFam will call it out and let my fellow Ethereans know what time it is. Because right now, it's our time, innit? It's our time to shine. Let it shine. Alright? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, right? Make sure you smash up the likes if you did enjoy the video. Now, if you didn't, please, just smash up the dislike. Because BFam, like, dislike, it doesn't matter to me. It's all the same. And make sure you share with your friends and family. Look, I'm up to nearly 300 subscribers, people. We're going good. We're going good. But I need to see 3,000. I need to see 30,000. I need to see 3 million. I need to see 30 million. It's going to take time, but we'll get there. Anyway, make sure you click the notification bell so when BFam does a video, you get notified. Okay? Make sure you share it with anybody that you come across. Please, even strangers when you jump into Uber. Yo, BFam, Ether9 TV, crypto, all sorts of stuff. Check it out. That's what you got to say to them. Simple things. Anyway, peace and love.